This is the bluboo Maya. I've got it from GearBest for a pre-order price of $69. I think they're still selling at that price. You can check it in the link down below. It came with a little instruction manual and a warranty card. It came also with a micro USB cable and with a USB charger of 1 amp output. The phone came in a soft plastic bag with a screen protector already on it. It's a plastic one. It has a 5.5-inch 720p Gorilla Glass 3 screen with an 8 megapixel front camera and a little LED indicator. The back has a nice texture with a 30 megapixel camera and a flash. This is a photo of the front camera. These are photos of the back camera. It records at 720p. Here's a sound sample. The back, it has a lithium battery of 3000 milliamps, 2 SIM slots and 1 micro SD slot. On the right side you have a power button, 2 volume buttons. On the top there's an auxiliary port, nothing on the left. And on the bottom there is a microphone, a speaker, a micro USB port and just a decoration speaker grill. The front panel is waterproof. So yeah, here it is, the bluboo Maya. It's a 6.0 Android phone with 2 GB of RAMs and with a quad-core 64-bit CPU running at 1.3 GHz. Again, nope. You can see here. The internal storage is 16 GB, where you can only use 12 GB of it because the Android device uses a lot. If you look at Antutu benchmark, which you can find here, it's got a pretty decent score. It's not that bad for a cheap Chinese phone. According to the ranking, it got place 30. I don't know if it's that correct, but that's pretty good for that price. If you're for the people who are interested in it, these are the different scores of the test. Maybe put the screen a little bit down, otherwise it would be too bright. So yeah, it's a pretty decent score. Furthermore, the screen of this device, it's a very good screen. It's a 720p resolution. It doesn't have any strange dots or any signs that it is a cheap Chinese phone. So the screen is pretty good. It is also very durable. I mean, I'm pressing very hard and there aren't many dots appearing on the screen. So it's a pretty good quality overall. The battery lasts very long. Here we go. The battery lasts very long. I didn't expect that from the phone itself. I played Pokemon Go for about 4 hours with the screen on, and still buggy somehow. Maybe some closing some apps. The battery lasts very long. I mean, I played Pokemon Go for 4 hours with the screen on, and it remains. Yeah, it survived pretty good actually. I didn't guess that it would last that long. the firmware. I've updated the firmware because the last firmware had a few bugs in it, like the video, like the YouTube application. If you watch a video of it, it flashes different colors and it acted quite strange. But it fixed it in the last update, so it's clearly that bluboo is working on getting all the bugs out. You can easily update it by going to about phone and wireless update it. You don't need a computer for it, or you don't need to flash it or something like that. Just go to wireless update, check for updates. Mine is at the latest updates firmware. But yeah, you can update it herein. If the update has a strange error or something like that, just turn off the phone by holding the power button down, switch it back on, do a factory reset, because that helped me. I also had a problem that it's got an error when it's booted back on, but just do a factory data reset, do the update again, and it should work by then. So yeah, they changed the background and things like that, and they added the YouTube application to it. The YouTube application still has some bugs in it, like I see. Normally this is my account. If I play something from my playlist, use a video for that, it freezes. I don't know why this is just a bug, I guess, but you can easily fix it by by using the browser, or just log out. If you use the application without logging in, you can easily see a video, and it works great. But yeah, hopefully they will fix it in the next update. I think they are currently working on it. It's got a community with forums, so my hopes are good on this one. So also the final test. Some of you want to know it. Can it run Pokemon Go? And the answer is yes, and pretty good actually. Except that the AR mode doesn't work. So the AR mode where I can catch Pokemons using the camera works, but despite that this doesn't have a gyroscope, I don't know why. I think they just don't put it in there to save money. I don't think that any phone under the $100 has a gyroscope in it, but this is a cheap Chinese phone and it doesn't have a gyroscope. The AR mode where you can catch a Pokemon using the camera doesn't work. But anyway, I don't use the AR mode anyway, because it makes it only harder to catch it. Despite that, it works pretty well. There's one thing, you got a setting called GPS not found. Let me fix that. I don't know if I'm enabled the settings mode, location mode. Yep, it's on. It find me very. I don't have to usually have that problem. Normally it finds me pretty well. I'm gonna close it again. The Pokemon Go app has also a saving battery mode. It also uses the gyroscope, which doesn't work on his phone. So the battery saving mode in the Pokemon application itself doesn't work. I found a solution for it. Here we go. So here you got battery saver. it doesn't work because it uses the gyroscope, but it doesn't have a gyroscope. But I use an app for that called Go Extender. It's just like what the Pokemon app does, but a little bit better, I guess. So yeah, just this is the standard value. Just leave the name and just install it. Open Pokemon again, and the app should automatically fix the problem. Now switch it on, and now if I just hold my phone like this, hold my phone downwards, the screen turns black, which saves battery. So it's pretty awesome, I guess. Also, the GPS location doesn't fall out. Your Pokemon Go will still run in the background. It is. Just found the GPS. If you use sleep mode, the Pokemon Go app doesn't run that good in background. Like if you see, this is what I mean. It has to find GPS again, and I don't think it records the GPS that well when it's in sleep mode. So I just use the app to solve this problem, because if I don't use the app, if I switch it off, I don't use the app, it doesn't work. I mean, still if the battery saving is on, it doesn't work, but the Go Extender works great in that case. Furthermore, this is a pretty good phone, it works pretty well. I don't have any complaints except for that. Oh yeah, here is YouTube. If I'm still logged in. Now I can use the videos. I'm also gonna test the speaker. Now I'm still in a video. So yeah, the speaker works pretty fine actually. It goes pretty loud. Great quality actually. It's not that great, not that bad. It just overall is pretty good. Just a speaker. One thing noticed, this is a big phone. I'm not used to it, and since the buttons are exactly the same, like the volume up, volume down and power button are exactly the same, except that the power button is a little bit further away from the volume buttons. I'm usually I'm usually confused. At the beginning I got confused that this is the volume up button, because this is the first time I have a phone this big, and I got used to it that the volume up button is in this position of my hand, but that's the volume down, of course, and it's a little bit, you get used to it, I guess, but it could be better that it could be better made that the buttons are the same, or the power button are a little bit further away or so, because this is pretty confusing if you used to hold a little phone or something like that. But yeah, any other than that, it's a pretty good phone. It works great. I don't have any other things to say except for the YouTube application, that it's got still some bugs in it. Oh, this is the clock. We got some themes. The last firmware had more themes. but I guess this one has only one of them. I guess they're still working on the firmware and make it better, but overall it's pretty good. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want me to test things on his phone, go ahead. I will give you some results and answer the questions as soon as possible. So yeah, this was the phone. Thanks for watching and see you later.